Nam, compassionate and sensitive beings. I'm Mandeep, and I'm coming to you from the heart of beautiful, golden, living Las Vegas, the town of Uranus, strong Uranus energy and revolutionary ideas. So I'm coming to you today because tomorrow is an amazing super blue moon and full moon in Pisces. And boy, am I feeling this energy. It's pretty extraordinary. And I want to get into that a little bit with you this right now during this time of being able to share all this information with you. So has there ever been a more compelling time to do Kundalini Yoga? I say, no, this is a pretty big one. So 5 planets are in retrograde right now with this super full moon in Pisces on tomorrow, which the moon goes full at 9:35 East Coast time and 6:35 p.m., that's p.m., Pacific Coast time. So I'm on Pacific Coast time, so just make a note of that. I am offering a very special gathering opportunity tomorrow evening. If you would like to join me, if you're here local in Las Vegas or in the surrounding area, then please consider coming to the Kundalini Sanctuary. If not, you can certainly still join us via live stream because you'll have that option as well. All of it is available through kundalinisanctuary.com website. Okay, so as I said, 5 planets are in retrograde. Oh my goodness. Then the light of this full moon, our shadow side becomes illuminated. And literally, if we are brave enough, we can really shift these tides of circumstance. So all these planets being in retrograde, and then this second chance, blue full moon, which means why is it a blue moon? Because there's 2 moons that 2 full moons that happened in this month of August. So it's really an opportune time for you to revisit old stuff and finally clear it out. But when we really understand that it takes a lot of courage to do that, because we go real deep with this Piscean energy. This energy of Pisces is the water element, and it's literally, we dive very, very deep into the deep waters of the subconscious and even the unconscious, and just uncover all from this watery deep depths of unresolved feelings and emotions, some patterns maybe that have been there for perhaps lifetimes, and we have the opportunity to bring them up to the surface. This incredible moonlight, full moon, it's a super moon, which means that it is a closest in proximity to the earth, that we have the opportunity to illuminate it. And when we illuminate it, we put light on it, we shed the light, the darkness disappears. So it's a really wonderful time for timely pivots within these circumstances, and honest self-inquiry. Because if you're not honest with yourself, then really you're just not going to be honest, period. But full moons happen when the sun and the moon are in opposition with the earth, sitting in between these 2 celestial orbs. And these polar energies, it creates a dynamic tension that invites growth and introspection. We always want to, as yogis and as adventurers and seekers on this wild journey that we're all experiencing now on planet Earth, we really want to understand that all of these challenges are an invitation for growth and introspection and transformation within that. Because opportunity always comes as hard work. It just always does. But we don't have to struggle. Let me just be clear about that. It's not about struggling, it's not about hassling, but it's really about doing the work and being very diligent and committed to doing the work. And how you go about doing that, what's your frame of energy, what's your frame of mind, what's your perspective. So there is a tremendous pressure right now on the glandular system that represents an opportunity for intrepid yogis such as you and such as me. So the moon always has a direct influence on the glandular system, and the glands secrete these subtle secretions into the bloodstream, which sends signals, send messages to the brain, and literally sends messages to the consciousness receptors, such as the pituitary and the pineal gland. The pituitary, the sixth chakra, is the command center of all the chakra system. So when we have this super moon energy coming in with the energy of Pisces and the moon and Virgo and the sun, and then we have this Saturn retrograde that's happening now, there's a seemingly sense of polarity that's happening there. But if we understand that we're always navigating these polarities because we live in a planet and a planet energy in a planetary system of duality, of polarity. Everything has a polar opposite. So how do we come to the neutral point of that polar opposite? Well, for me, it's all about Kundalini Yoga and the technology of that. So, this is just basically a time of read 'em and weep, or, keep up. And we have this mantra in Kundalini that is keep up and you will be kept up. And it is so true. So by keeping up, what I'm referring to is having a spiritual discipline of some sort. And there are many, many, many vehicles to achieve that and accomplish that. But what I am teaching and what I'm guiding you, because this is what I practice and understand clearly, because this is my personal practice, is a practice of Kundalini Yoga on a daily basis. And again, my practice is, 30 minutes, maybe 60 minutes on occasion if I really need that extra boost. Perhaps I'm working through something really, really big, then I do an hour practice. But for the most part, ladies and gentlemen, my practice is 30 minutes or less, and it serves me very, very well because I'm consistent with it and I'm very committed to it. And with that brings a calibration of this whole sense of building my character. And with character comes my spiritual effortlessness. So, Venus in retrograde from July 23rd to September 4th. So Venus is about to go out of retrograde. So we have the opportunity for these next few days to really revisit our energy of beauty, our energy of heart, our energy of self-reflection and those qualities. Mercury is in retrograde right now, which Mercury is all about communication. It's very much associated with your nervous system. And so it's going to go direct on September the 16th. So we have some very specific things that we've been doing. If you want to revisit last week's YouTube, I have a Mercury retrograde meditation that I offered in that class. And I've been doing that every single day because it's really important during Mercury retrogrades, which is enhanced energy of that planet is what's happening. So it's an enhanced energy of being direct with my communication. It's an enhanced energy towards my strengthening of my nervous system because Mercury is fast. It's super fast. It's lightning fast, and it has to do with like lightning energy. So the more that I can keep my nervous system very resilient and strengthened and steady, then it will serve me well, and then I can communicate more effectively also. Pluto is in retrograde from May 11th to October the 22nd. And Pluto is a planet of transformation. It has to do with your very deep, unconscious energy field. So when you have these very, very deep implanted behavior patterns that you just can't quite seem to shake, Pluto is involved with that. But again, when we have these opportunities that this super blue moon, it's a second chance full moon is offering us, it's a great time to manage and keep a sense of management in that unconscious field, which is where it's very ripe, it's very fertile ground for transformation. We've got Saturn in retrograde from June 18th till November the 4th. Saturn is the big boss energy. Saturn is the disciplinarian. So we have Pisces and Saturn that are opposite each other, or not necessarily opposite, but they're definitely influencing each other right now. Pisces is very mystical, it's very dreamy, it's very watery, whereas Saturn is very direct, it's the big boss energy, it's let's get things done. So that's an interesting polarity to navigate. And then we also have Neptune in retrograde from July 1st to December the 6th. And Neptune, again, very watery, very deep, very mystical planet as well. So a lot of water energy that's happening right now, and tomorrow we are going to be doing a beautiful water blessing and clearing right away at 6 p.m., which is when the class starts. So join us if you can, as I mentioned earlier. These retrograde energies are super, super supportive to provide clear introspection and contemplation of repetitive behavior patterns that don't serve your highest good and self. I've been saying this over and over again in this transmission that I'm sharing with you because they also, I really want you to understand this, because they really provide wonderful energy to clear and release these patterns that you're aware of, or maybe you're not really even aware of them, but you're starting to become aware of them. They are very, very supportive in releasing them for good. And we want to be able to do that at this time on the planet. There's a lot of support to that because of the change that's constantly happening, and that the timelines have become nonlinear. So you have this opportunity to really revisit the past within the present and project into the future. Think of this infinity symbol, and we're flowing in this infinity symbol. And in the very center of the infinity symbol is the crux. And that's where we want to be. You know, do we want to be always here in the past? No. Do we want to always be in the future? No. Do we want to be in the present? Yes. And we want to be aware of the past and also aware of the future. So visualize it that way. It's a very powerful time stream concept for you to be able to understand or comprehend or grok, right? So today, what I want to share with you is a glandular system breath work, which is called the 4-stroke breath for rejuvenation. And it's a really powerful breath technique to stimulate the pituitary and the glandular system super fast. It's great to do in the evening, which, we're trying to come to you now in the evening. We want to get your feedback on times, what works best for you. But we really want to come to you with these transmissions. I want to come to you with these transmissions so you get them at a time that works with your schedule. So we're trying this evening time out now, and hopefully we'll have more people involved. Right now with this supermoon is on high alert and very much able to be even more strongly activated. And you have command over that. You really, really do. So the subtle secretions that the glands emit, particularly the master gland, the pituitary gland, which is located here, it's known as the command center of all the glands. It produces heightened intuition and awareness. You could even I like to call them yogic superpowers because they are. Your immune system becomes strengthened along with your nervous system wiring, which creates resilience and stability. The chakras are more evenly and harmoniously vibrating and balanced, and your kundalini energy is beautifully activated within the beyond time and space infinite loop of past, present, and future that we exist in as light warriors and time travelers. So we're going to be doing this 4-stroke breath for rejuvenation, which gives us all of those qualities and all of that of the experience that I just described. Kundalini awakening, glandular system coming online even more strongly, and utilizing the subtle secretions going into the blood, the chakra system coming online, and harmoniously all vibrating as one cohesive system, not just blocked, some blocked and some not. It's all opening and working, and it all expands outward into part of the 10-body system, which is the auric field, the arc line, and the radiant body. So without further ado, let's tune in real quick, and then we're going to start doing this. We're going to do this for about, I think we're going to do this for about 5 minutes or so, just so you have a really strong experience with it. But it's a very, very beautiful breath practice to do. But first we're going to tune in. So we tune in with the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo. which is I bow to the Guru within me. I am the Guru. I am the Guru. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. And this starts to activate the Kundalini energy. So please rub the hands together and close your eyes down. As you close the eyes down, just go ahead and connect with the energy in your spine. Connect with the alignment of your spine. The spine is a conduit of light. It's a conduit of wisdom. Energy comes in from above and energy comes in from below. So just open up this conduit of light, of wisdom. It's known as the Shushmana, and all sorts of things are interweaving within this column of light, the spine. Chakras are located here. Keep rubbing the hands, please. We're stimulating the brain, working with the 5 elements and the 7 Star Force energies. Okay, beautiful. Press, consolidate, and bring the backs of the thumbs right into the center of your chest. As you relax here, the chest lifts, chin draws in slightly, and once more, check in with your spine. Stretching the spine, sinking down through the tailbone, rooting down, and lifting up through the crown. Open up the space in between these 2 points and just let all this beautiful energy and light flow. Flow freely, uninhibited. Grateful for the breath, your body, your mind. Excuse me. And this beautiful opportunity that we have this evening to practice Kundalini Yoga, specifically this powerful breath practice to create rejuvenation and activation of the glandular system, the chakras, Kundalini. Let's inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Squeeze the energy up your spine. Exhale. Kundalini's rising, spiraling up. Chakras coming online. Broadcasting everything through the connector of the arc line at your hairline into the auric field, your shield and magnetic attractor, and expanding further out to the radiant body. So we'll start with this mantra to the left, to the back, to the right, to the front, surrounding yourself with the light of truth, above and below as well. Adagade name, Jugadagade name. Holding your breath, squeeze your body, press the tongue to the roof of the mouth and expand your light, all directions, above and below. Merging together, beam to infinity and beyond. And exhale. And grateful for our ancestors, our guides, our angels, the sages, the rishis, the avatars, always present, always with us, our light team, Satnam. All right, so you're going to take your hands and you're going to put them together like this. So you're going to have the base of the hands, which is the moon, mound, and the tips of the little fingers, like so, which is the Mercury energy. And you're going to create a cup. You'll have your hands extended out at the heart level at a 60-degree angle. And we're going to be looking down the tip of the nose into the palms of the hands, all right? Keep your hands very relaxed and keep the base of the hands, the moon mounds of the hands connected and the tips of the little fingers connected. Now we're going to breathe very deep and complete through the mouth without whistling. Just a nice deep breath in, and then we're going to exhale in 4 equal strokes through the nose while we mentally chant sa, ta, na, ma. So you're going to breathe in deep through the mouth and then exhale. So when you're exhaling, you want to use the diaphragm, you want to use the navel point. And we want to mentally vibrate sa, ta, na, ma. That is a mantra that contains all the sounds, the 5 primary sounds of the universe. And when we create that sound, mentally vibrating it, sa, ta, na, ma, we are connecting with that infinite cycle of time stream that I mentioned earlier, past, present, future. So it basically means death, life, birth, death, life, I'm getting it backwards, I'm sorry. Birth, life, death, rebirth. There we go. Birth, life, death, rebirth. This is known as the Panch Shabad, the 5 sounds that the universe creates. S, t, ah. When we vibrate this mantra, we are bringing ourselves into this full alignment of past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. And we're literally putting ourselves in that infinity cycle of non-linear time stream. So we're beyond time and space. All right? So make sure that you're vibrating that with each stroke out of the nose. Sa, ta, na, ma. Got it? Because I'm going to be doing it with you, and I'll come in and remind you of the mantra as we're going. All right, so create your mudra, moon mound, tips of the little fingers for the Mercury element. Now cup the hands, hands are relaxed. You have the hands at the heart level, the arms from the elbow to the hand, the fingertips, are at a 60-degree angle. You're sitting tall, you're looking down the nose. You're sliding your eyes down the tip of the nose and then barely open them. So you see the hands. You see your hands down below. And then look beyond your hands. Look beyond them. All right? Go way down with your gaze. All right, here we go. Big breath in through the mouth. Four strokes out the nose. Sa, ta, na, ma. Fill the lungs completely on the inhale. Empty completely on the exhale. Keep going. Very deep breath in through the mouth. Fill the lungs completely. Create a powerful rhythmic breath. Keep the rhythm. Exhale completely out through the nose in 4 strokes. Sa, ta, na, ma. Inhale completely through the mouth. Exhale in 4 strokes through the nose. Sa, ta, na, ma. Keep developing your rhythm. Keep going, smooth and steady. Last 2 minutes. Really fill the lungs and empty them and vibrate sa, ta, na, ma. Keep your mudra steady, your gaze gazing all the way down past the hands, through the hands, down deep into the ground, deep into the earth. Now take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Exhale through the nose. Inhale deep again through the mouth. And stretch your arms up. Stretch, 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 stretch. Every muscle of the spine, arms and shoulders, stretch. Eyes roll up now. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Keep holding the breath. Now exhale and relax the arms down and just rest your hands in your lap. Or you can rest them on your legs, your knees, whatever feels comfortable for you, but just sit quietly and meditate and integrate this 4-stroke breath for rejuvenation. Activating the glandular system, stimulating the glandular system, strengthening your nervous system, bringing all the chakras online, working with the Kundalini energy. 4-stroke breath for rejuvenation. This is a wonderful breath practice to do in the evening because it's super, super relaxing. It's very clearing. And you can sit as long as you like after your practice. You can even lay down for a few moments. And then bring your hands, please, into prayer mudra and one long Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Closing your practice. Sat Nam. All right. So there you have it. 4-stroke breath for rejuvenation. A really great breath practice to know about and practice before you get ready for bed. It's great if you feel like that you need a little bit of an immune boost and that you need to strengthen your strengthen your nervous system, ridding anxiety perhaps, ridding some sense of maybe even depression, which is where you're just feeling like, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm just so like feeling, I'm just hopelessness, right? Do this breath practice. It's very, very clearing for your mental capacities so that you can function at a much higher level of just feeling better and literally knowing that you are a spiritual being having a human experience and that you've got this. So, thank you so much for your time and your attention. And I do hope that you practice this practice regularly. You can join me here on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. I'll be coming back to you every Tuesday with a consistency that will support your journey as we all are in our spiritual evolution on the planet at this time. So go in beauty, and peace be with you until we meet again in the light of our hearts. Sat Nam, beloveds.